listen, me and you, we love the LGBT community, correct?
Sure.
Absolutely, great,
Mm-hmm.
great community. Uh, Transgender athletes should not be competing in women's sports. I
Absolutely.
mean, I feel like that's the dumbest argument I've ever heard in my life.
I don't think there just is no argument for it.
It just doesn't make sense because like the whole Leah Thomas swimmer thing is a perfect example. Like if someone's a man the vast majority of their life, like a couple years of hormone therapy isn't going to change their bone structure and muscle
Never.
mass.
Never. Men will always outperform women. It's no diss against women. It's just they're bigger, faster, stronger. Like that's just how they're. Well, that's how they're genetically made up. Like so, it's not fair for a man to go into a woman's sport and just absolutely dominate. Is there going to be a rare case where like a woman can beat a man? Of course. Like I'm not saying
Absolutely.
that, but like this is. I was actually thinking about this like the other day. It's like and this isn't trying I'm not trying to be like shitty or like whatever, but if there's such this outcry for like transgender athletes and there's so many of them, then start your own league. You
Yeah.
should have your own separate league. A transgender Olympics, a transgender whatever it is, racing, football, I don't care what it is, like put it on and that's it. Like compete against each other. Like
Yeah. Listen, the problem is that I don't think there are enough transgender. Now, I guess if you're
exactly.
taking both pre-op and post-op, then maybe you could scrap something together for certain leagues. But that's the crazy thing is it's a crazy enough argument to try and argue that post-op transgender now women can compete in women's sports. That's a
No.
crazy enough argument that I think is ridiculous.
Absolutely not.
The fact that there are people out there who are like these that people who still have if you still have a penis, you should be able to compete in women's sports. What are you thinking?
Like that's the thing is like I don't care if you have a penis or not. It's like you still are a grown man. Like a grown man is just more powerful than a woman. And it's just like
It,
there like I'm not saying you can't compete. Compete all you want. You just can't compete against females.
yeah, and people are going to be misogynistic. There's going to be some people out there who are like
I
that.
mean, of
Like,
course they are. Of course they
but
are. I
but
can
the
hand
funny
someone
thing,
$100 bill and like it's not crispy enough. It's like, yeah, I
yeah,
know you're never gonna be happy.
it's just such a joke because it's the women we're looking like what all these women who over the last however many years have been honing their craft. Now all of their records are shattered by somebody who was like the 400th best man at the sport who decided to switch over.
Do you know how furious I would be if I worked my entire life to get a swimming scholarship and I got it and then they're like this, oh, actually, we bumped you for Danny over there. It's like,
Yeah, absurd.
huh?
It's
That's
it's
crazy to me. And if I was like a parent and like saw my daughter like getting crushed by these, let's just say that it's a male, it's technically a male. They have all the
mhm.
male hormones. It's like, how's that fair?
It's not. It's just it's silly. It's dude. South Park has such a good episode on this. I forget what it's called, but it's unreal. It's like Macho Man Randy Savage starts competing in like the
yeah,
women's
yeah,
Olympics
yeah, yeah,
and just
yeah,
crushes everyone.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
Average trans athlete.
Well, what is an average trans athlete? Honestly, I find that kind of bigoted, David.
Okay. Heather Swanson is actually joining us now. Miss Swanson, how does it feel to be competing today?
it's just the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
And again, I'm not trying to like belittle the trans community, but like if a cheetah said like, "Oh, I'm a human," it's like, should we let that person race in the Olympics? No,
Apparently we should.
I would watch a cheetah race somebody though.
So would I, because they destroy them, and then they'd probably
So fast.
animal instinct would kill, and then they'd also actually murder the person.
They are, dude. They're so fast.
Yeah, it's absurd. It's like 80 miles per hour, pure power.
But yeah, I don't. I just. I know it's not like a I don't know. Is it not a good take? I don't really care. But it's like I just don't think that they should compete against females.
There's got to be a microscope. I mean, they just got to make a lot of noise. It's got to be a microscopic minority that actually thinks they should. And
The,
and yeah,
it's
and
just
this
there's no that just there's I literally don't see like a justification, and I've never heard a good argument for it. And if the
yeah.
argument's like, well, that they don't have anywhere else to compete, it's like I'm sorry.
There's
Like
even
hopefully one day there will be.
yeah, there's even bigger denialists out there. I don't know if that's a word, but who will say out loud that they actually don't think there's any physical difference between men and women. Like they're the super crazies.
Well, then why don't we play together? Why are there two different leagues? Like that makes no sense. Why? I'm not gonna. I mean, why are the NBA stadiums packed and the WNBA is not? Like we're just saying. We're on two different levels.
Just so dumb.